Hey guys, trying to get away from the generator here so I can talk to you about what we have going on. Getting up on the hillside here. So today is Thursday. We were just here Saturday. And this is how much progress we've made since then. We're actually waiting on material. We had one of our LVLs that had not made it in that was really important to continue on. And we're back at it. These guys really cruise when they get going. So if you're new here, you may not know that this is our treehouse-style foundation, where we build the house entirely on piers among the trees instead of attached to the trees, because that is not allowed here in Sevier County, Tennessee. You cannot build a traditional tree house. So we do this instead. This is overlooking the pond. Unfortunately, it looks a little mucky today. We've gotten a lot of rain and snow, so it's not too clear. And I'm standing up on the hillside, so you could really see the size of the pond here. That's really beautiful when it hasn't been raining and snowing, and the house directly overlooks that. So this is our azalea model. If you're not familiar with that house model, check out our videos. You can see a full property tour of one of our completed azaleas that we've done before. And again, if you're new here, you might not know that we are loading this project with amenities. So we're super excited about that. We've got all of our rock here we hauled in from another job site to use, more like boulders I should say, to use for a waterfall. So we're going to be building an awesome waterfall and doing an amenity space for a sauna and a fire pit. So all super exciting. On this end of the house, we have our covered porch. Our azalea model does have a covered front porch and covered rear deck. So the front is a 4-foot porch, rear is an 8-foot deck. And being covered on the sides like that, having the walls, just really makes you feel secluded, makes you feel real private and secluded, which this is already a pretty secluded location, but that really adds that extra touch for you. Now we'll walk in closer to our piers and show you how tall they really are. Earlier in the video, it would have been hard to tell that some of these are close to 10 feet. So you can walk right up under the house here. And again, if you're new here, then you probably haven't seen any of our finished tree houses where we completely finish underneath the house here. We'll do siding and paint, and it really looks polished when it's done. Then we'll have a little walking path alongside the house here, and it'll actually turn and go under and through the piers, so you'll actually be able to walk right underneath the house. It's going to feel really magical. And again, these piers are probably closer to roughly 10 feet. And then our piers on this end, maybe about 7-ish. Let me go stand next to this one. I'd say, yeah, about 7 feet. And we're gonna paint these piers. A lot of times we do stucco work to look textured like tree trunks, but on this one we're doing a smooth look, smooth and polished. So panning out here the other direction, looking at the pond, and I'm going to give you another angle of the house. So here's another angle, and if you notice, we have one of our cameras set up here for time-lapse action. So full time-lapse of this build, all construction will be on a compiled time-lapse video at the end of construction. So this entire house build will have a time-lapse from start to finish to let you know what it was like to build a house here. Full process, start to finish. And this isn't our first time doing a time-lapse. So if you check out our channel, you'll find other time-lapse videos. Sometimes we do mini time-lapses showing different sections of the project, and sometimes we do interior. So if there's something that you want to see on a time-lapse, any part of the construction process, definitely let us know. We can time-lapse really just about anything. And it should be this Sunday, we're releasing a shower tile time lapse. So you get to see what it's like to build out a shower and tile a shower, watching the guys do it on our Lily model, which is a true A-frame tiny house. So really cool time lapse video coming out in the next week. Again, if you want to see anything on a time lapse, let us know. Another item we're thinking about doing a time lapse on here is the waterfall. So over there where those pink flags are, where the waterfall is going to trickle down and go to the pond, we're also doing a bridge, an arced bridge over the waterfall. It's going to look super cool. I'm super excited about that. We can time lapse that also. So another look at the house here. We're just cruising. We're pretty much ahead of schedule on this one, which is hard to do in the winter, especially with the weather that we've gotten lately. So pretty excited about that also. Get a closer look at this side. Again, you could just walk right up under the house, have all the headroom clearance you need from any point under the house here, which is why we love this these treehouse style foundations. It makes the entire underneath of the house usable. And this will be finished out really nicely with siding underneath and paint. We got our 4-foot deck over here. This is our tallest point with the way that grade finished out. Our piers aren't as tall down there towards the pond, and this is our tallest end. So we will have to build a good set of steps here to give access to this end of the house. So we've got that roughly laid out with the walking path that we're gonna do underneath. And it's all gonna tie together pretty nicely. So another view here, this is the entrance side. We'll build some nice steps going up. And then we've got the window wall at the back and the 8-foot deck. This one's gonna be pretty cool, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this update, and we'll bring you back for the next one. Bye, guys.